Another month, another budget video. Hey guys, welcome back to another budget video. I know last month I did not do a budget video simply because I knew that I was not going to be transparent, and that if I was going to tell you in the beginning of the month this is what my month is going to look like, I knew early on that was not going to happen, and that's exactly it did not happen in the way that I had anticipated. Because a lot of you might not know, we had Courtney's 30th birthday party. It wasn't something that we saved for. I had just gotten back my regular salary at the end of April, and so all that extra money went towards his party. And 2 days before the actual party, which was his birthday, I ended up spending more money for platters and things like that. But I've learned my lesson. I'm not having a party in a very long time, and things are just starting to get a lot more expensive. But I'm back on the budget train, and let's get into the June video. So for the month of June, I obviously am back on my normal salary, and so it will be like this for months to come. I really hope, fingers crossed, that I don't have any sort of issues with tax and things like that. And then Courtney got paid a little bit extra this month because, you know, if he works in retail, they get double pay on a Sunday, public holidays, that type of thing. So even though he has a normal standard salary, there are the extras that come with that. And then for recurring expenses, they've all stayed the same. Petrol, however, at this point we're not entirely sure what the petrol price is going to be like. I think they said it's going to be a 3 rand more, so that's a category that's going to change a little bit, so I kind of have to make room for that. And then my phone contract went up by 5%. I don't know if anyone else on here knows about it, but if you have a phone contract with Vodacom and MTN, they decided to put all contracts up by 5%, so my contract went up by 5%. And then personal care, funny enough, was only 200 rand this month because Courtney didn't need anything, which is a miracle. It was just a few things of mine, and that's for recurring expenses. For policies, they've stayed the same. I actually have a story to tell you about policies, but they've stayed the same. It's gonna go up, I think, at 1st of July. That's when all the policies go up, so I was really dreading having to find wiggle room for those extra increases, besides trying to find wiggle room for food and petrol. We're not gonna go into that. I vent about it every month. It's the talk of the town with my friends. For debt is the same. We do, however, are paying a lot towards Courtney's loans because we need to get the ball rolling. He has about 100,000 rands worth of debt, and there's a book that I'm reading called The Most Powerful Woman in the Room Is You, and there's a chapter talking about roadmaps, and you're drawing a roadmap towards the goals and things that you want to achieve in life. And then I was like, I'm not really a goal-orientated person per se, or like a resolution person. I'm not that kind of person. I made a roadmap to Courtney's loans. So this literally is stuck right next to my office area that I can literally and physically see this thing, because once I was going through my debt, I realized that without the bonuses and the 13th checks, I would have still been in my debt. But also, even though that I do my budget on an Excel spreadsheet, I don't physically see it. It's not in my face. It's not reminding me, yo Stephanie, your household still has X amount of debt. And so this little piece of paper that's in my face all day every day is just a roadmap to show that if I stick to what I say, we are going to pay extra every single month, we will actually be done by the end of July of next year. Like when I showed Courtney this, he was like, oh my god, like you can physically see it, because once it's on an Excel spreadsheet, you don't really see the goal that you want to be out of debt or you want to get rid of this loan. It's just something that I thought you might help you if you are on your debt-free journey. You want to get rid of a loan, an account, and you can go through your budget and find wiggle room of how much you can pay, even if it's just a 200 rand extra, guys, that you can find in your budget, and you can pay extra towards a debt. It makes a huge of a difference. So this is now in my face. It's shoved in my face, and if I stick to this, we will be done by July. And then subscriptions are all the same. Formula 1, I don't know if I mentioned this, but Formula 1 is a new thing that we have. That kind of fluctuates just because it's in dollars, so it's based on the exchange rate. So sometimes it will be 74 rand. Last month it was 81 rand, so just something that I need to remind myself of. And then for extras this month is just my normal medication. I'm hoping to go to the doctor to see how far my iron is, because my iron pills are so expensive. But the chemist at the where I get my prescription from, she was saying that I could actually buy it over the counter. So I was like, I can actually put on Courtney's medical aid. So maybe next month, it's not like we have to physically give the money. I can just put on Courtney's medical aid. I don't know. We'll see. And then our car license expired, so we had to pay for that. And then we were actually supposed to have a major service done, a major car service. But every time we go to the mechanic, there's always something that has to replace. Because I didn't really have the opportunity to save money from last month, you know, spending all this money on Courtney's party, and then now I knew that even though we might have the money for the major service, there was no extra money for whatever extra component you needed to replace. So Courtney and I both agreed that we will put the money aside, and then come next month we'll have whatever extra money next month. We're moving the car service to the end of June, and then it was my friend's birthday, so we spent a little bit of money on that. But to come back to the policy, there's only like a little bit of money left. Oh, for savings, sorry, I didn't get to savings, I skipped it. This month there is an access fund, there is emergency fund, and there is savings, so that's very exciting. I always remind my friends that how privileged I am to even be able to have those three options. A lot of people don't have that. But to come back to the policies issue, so I was going through my 2-in-1 savings that I have, and I was just checking something, and I just wanted to bring this up because you might not even think about it, but check your beneficiaries on policies and insurance stuff, or any sort of thing where if you pass on, who's your money going to? Because I checked one of my policies and it was all going to my mother, so Courtney wasn't even a factor on it, so I had to change that. So just make sure to check those things. Also just check your policies once in a while. So one of the things that I have an issue with, and I've spoken about this before, is my retirement annuity. At the moment I checked that the product that I took out years ago does no longer exist, so that's a shitty one. And then also it shows like there's no money in there, like there's nothing happening. So I'm definitely taking a day off to just sort out all my admin stuff. Sometimes that's something you have to do, and just do all the admin things in one go if that's what you need to do. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this budget video. I hope that you are still on your debt-free journey and you're one step closer to getting out of debt. I can like literally smile. It's like a year, and a year goes by so fast. So I can literally smile Courtney and I getting completely out of debt. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.